guys, today I'm here with my monthly favorites. I'm going to be showing you, as usual, everything that I loved throughout the month. I am, however, going to be skipping my YouTuber and subscribers of the month this month because I have a very special thank you announcement thing I want to talk about, so stay tuned to the end for that, but let's go ahead and get started. I mentioned this last month, but I try not to include foundations in my favorites videos that I haven't reviewed, but I'm doing it again 2 months in a row, breaking my own rules, but I really just want to mention this guy because I have been loving it. It is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. I reviewed the powder foundation last year during my 12 days of foundation, so I will of course link to that down below, but this, oh my god, it's probably my favorite foundation ever. Am I as bold to say that? I don't know. It's just, it blends on the skin so beautifully. It just lasts so long. For me, I'm oily, and I always say I expect to get oily. I expect to blot throughout the day. I just make sure that it doesn't kind of pull apart on my skin, doesn't do a lot of transferring, oxidizing, and if a foundation kind of passed those tests, it's okay for me. But this is just so easy for me. I put this on, I wear it for an incredibly long amount of time, and I don't need to worry about blotting, but at the same time it doesn't look super dry or matte on my skin. My highlight, blush, and bronzer looks amazing at the end of the day. I have napped in this, and I know a lot of people say like, I'm not a cute napper, blah, 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 but like I drool, I wear an eye mask, and this has held up. Incredibly impressed with this. I will, of course, do a full review on it, so stay tuned, but I did want to mention it in case I don't get to it soon enough, you were curious, whatever it might be. So far, I've had a really good experience with it. I have an item here from MAC that's been around for 100 years. It's one of the newer shades, but it is the Strobe Cream in the shade Gold Light. So this is the one, they released them late last year around Christmas time, I think it was, with some different undertones in them. This obviously is the golden one, and I have been mixing this in with my foundation. What? Like crazy. I never thought that it would happen, and I have a video where I'm kind of putting this in my MAC Studio Fix foundation, so I will link to that down below, but I really, really like the way that it looks, and a lot of people were like, isn't it greasy, isn't it oily? But this is like a creamy formula. It's not oily, it doesn't have shimmer in it, so it's just kind of like, I don't find it makes a big difference in the formula of my foundation, just adds a little bit of glow, kind of thins out the foundation a little bit too, but I don't find that it does much to affect the wear time, which is interesting. So I wasn't really expecting to like it, but I see people do it all the time and I was super curious. It also is really beautiful just kind of on the top of the cheekbones. I've worn it on my skin as well, and you do get a good bit of product in here, so if you are just using it on your face, you will have it for quite a long time. I've talked a lot about cream contour lately. You know I love the Wet n Wild stick, and I've recently come across another drugstore cream contour option that I love, and this one is from Rimmel. It is their Insta Duo contour stick. I've used the shade medium and dark, just depending. Again, I have an Instagram video putting this to the test. I love the cream contour side. I really like that it comes in a stick, makes it easy to draw on your face. It's creamy, it's blendable. I wouldn't say it's 100% a true contour. It has a little bit of warmth to it, but it doesn't look orange by any means. Adds a nice amount of definition and warmth to the skin, which is what I'm looking for. But what really kind of surprised me in this, and something that I never really reach for in these duos, is the highlight. I found that this looked so beautiful on the skin, and it, even after I powdered my skin, just gave a really beautiful natural glow, and you'll see it in that video. It just looked so good. It has a nice cream formula, again blendable, but they're good on oily skin because they have a slight bit of stiffness to them, so they're not going to blend away or be too emollient or greasy on the skin, and the same can be said for the highlighter, and it just adds a really nice punch. I think if you want to go for a more natural highlight, if you're looking to make a powder highlight pop, the highlight on this is really nice, and I also love the contour. A nail polish that I loved this month is from the Essie Fall 2017 collection. This is in the shade Saved by the Bell, and it's just the most beautiful, bright, vibrant pink that still has pastel in it, and it's not actually bold, but it just really pops on the nails, and I think it could be really nice on just about anybody's skin tone. I really do love Essie nail polishes. I wish that they would put the brush from the Gel Couture's on the original formula, because I definitely prefer that brush over the one that comes in this, but the formula is really nice. It's a cream formula. There's no glitter or shimmer in there. I definitely prefer a cream formula, but this is just so pretty, and I know it's fall, but I really don't love dark nail polish on me, so this is totally suitable for fall for me. Moving on to some skincare items, there's a few things that I really enjoyed this month, and they're kind of different for me. As you know, I'm on the journey of moisturizing my skin, treating it better, not just stripping it because it's oily. So this is the Lipidol Cleansing Face Oil, and it doesn't look like I've used it very much, but I use this almost every night for the past, I would say 3 or 4 weeks, and I've really been enjoying it. So it is sold at Walmart, I think, and it's quite affordable as well. I think all their stuff is like under 10 bucks. They have a whole bunch of different oils, and this is my favorite thing from them that I have tried. I just like it because it's so easy. At the end of the night when I want to take my makeup off, with a dry face and dry hands, I just put a little drop of this in my hands, rub it all over my face, and it does a good job breaking up my makeup. Then I'll add some water and keep kind of building it up. I'll use this as a makeup remover, and then I'll go in with an actual cleanser to cleanse my skin. It doesn't leave my skin feeling oily or greasy or any residue. It doesn't have a really strong scent or anything like that, so I just think it's really nice and super affordable. I generally will go in with an eye makeup remover after. I don't really focus on my eyes very much when using this, but I don't find that it burns my eyes either. And like I said, it's super affordable, and I don't use makeup wipes during the nighttime unless they're kind of like on my coffee table and I'm watching TV, and I'll remove my makeup that way. But overall, I have been reaching for this all month and really liking it. In the spirit of moisturization, I have a mist and a mask that I want to mention to you. The first is this from Skin Fix. I'll talk a little bit more about Skin Fix in an upcoming Canadian beauty video because they're Canadian, actually East Coast. Yeah. But this is the Coconut Water Hydrating Mist, and I have been using this every day for like 2 weeks. I spray it on my body, I spray it on my face. I spray it when I have makeup on, when I have no makeup on, when I wake up, before I go to bed, and it just feels so good. The first ingredients in here are water, coconut water, aloe, there's cucumber. It just feels really good on the skin, and like I always say, it's not heavy or greasy. I feel that's important to point out. There's no like oil in here or anything that I can tell, I don't think, and if it is, you cannot feel it. It just feels really hydrating. It's not really like a makeup product. It definitely is more skincare, but if you did want to use it, say after you powdered your face and your face looked really powdery, you could use it to remove the powdery look on your skin, or you could use it as makeup prep to kind of add a little bit of moisture. I've done that, but overall I've really been liking this, and it's just so good to see from a Canadian brand. They are also 98% natural, and it's good for all skin types. Lastly, I have a mask that I want to mention, and if I had gotten this earlier, it would have ended up in my best masks for oily skin that are hydrating. I will link to that video down below, but this is the Estroderm Intensive Hyaluronic Mask, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you would have seen that I had a really bad cold about 2 weeks ago after filming my foundation week. The same thing happened after 12 days of foundation. I like gave myself a cold, but the seasons were also changing and my body was just not happy. I was blowing my nose and non-stop. My skin felt so dry, so I reached for this, and it is so nice. You can use this as an overnight treatment. You can use it as a mask for like 15 or 20 minutes. It has a beautiful like light cream formula that's kind of moussey in a way, and it just feels beautiful on the skin. I used this overnight one night, then the next day I just kind of put it on my nose because it was feeling so dry. There's hyaluronic acid in there, which is amazing for moisturizing your skin. It's also supposed to help over time with fine lines, and I've tried a few things now from this skincare line only briefly. This is the only thing I've really gotten some time with, but so far I have been really impressed, and this is a nice mask. Again, as I mentioned in that video, if you're looking to add a little bit of moisture to your skin, hydrate it, especially as the drier months come, this is really nice. I'm not going to do a YouTuber of the month because I want to chat about something really important to me that I've been working on for the past couple months, and if you follow me again outside of YouTube, you may know about this already, but I have been donating extra and unused product that I receive that's not suitable for me or that I feel like someone could value to a drop-in center here in Toronto called Sistering. I will link to them down below. It's kind of like a shelter, but it's open 24 hours. Women can go there that are at risk. Sometimes they have been abused, they are in unsafe relationships, they may be users of drugs, whatever they need and whatever kind of situation they're trying to get away from, they can go there. It's also one of the only drop-ins in the city, if I'm not mistaken, that accepts pets, because of course if you're in a bad situation and you have a pet that you love, it's going to be even harder to separate from them. So I think that that is just so special, and you know how much I love my own cat. But I have been donating products to them. I obviously get a lot of products. There's only so much I can put on my face. Sometimes things aren't my color, they don't match me, and I know that these women, for me anyways, there's so much power in feeling good about yourself, whether it's a nail polish or a lip balm or a body wash. These things can be so impactful to these women, and I head there every single month with a bunch of bags of stuff. I know that, you know, I see some people selling their stuff. I give some stuff to my friends, of course, but these women truly need it, and I know that it can impact their life. And obviously, I'm not saving lives, I'm not doing anything crazy, but it really is special to me that I have the ability to head there and help these women out in any way that I can. I also, of course, have contacts with brands that I've worked with in the past, and that is what I'm getting at now. So they do a holiday bag every single December. The holidays are tough for everybody, but especially for these women. It's also starting to be winter, so it's a little bit harder if you don't have a place to go at night, and these women need help. So they do a bag, and I reached out to some contacts that I have. I'm still in the works with a few other brands, but I just want to give a shout out to Avon Canada, and I don't want to get emotional, but they have donated 1,000 of these little bags to include in the shelter holiday initiative. So each bag includes a cherry blossom body lotion, and then they've also got a shower gel in here as well. And they put it all in these little bags. They sent me one just so that I could see what they were sending. They didn't tell me to put it in this video or anything, but I truly appreciate what they've done, and I want to say thank you to them. So they've put them in all of these little bags, and I think that it is just so special, and I'm so grateful that they did that. They did not have to do that. I know Avon already does a lot of really great stuff for women. So I'm just so thankful to Avon. They are just my champion brand of the month, of the year, and I know that these items are going to be really, really special to these women, and I'm just so excited that I could help facilitate it. So if you are curious about this drop-in, please check them out down below. I've also thought a little bit about going to volunteer there someday. Maybe a bunch of us could go if you live in the GTA here, something like that. I don't know, just throwing it out there, but we'll figure it out as the time comes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great month. I've got tons of exciting videos planned for the upcoming weeks. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!